NFC South, baby, division rivalry.
I mean, Flex trying to get a block, nigga. We got more than just a long 5'8", this bitch cutting off the interstate right to me to park, nigga. I ain't buying no.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
NFC South, baby. NFC South rivalry, baby. Oh, this shit on Sim, man. I smile every time I see that Sim, man. I smile, man. Real football, man. That's what I love.
Oh, good looking return set up here. And good starting field position.
Yeah, man.
Up to about the 35-yard line.
Appreciate you, brother. May the best man win. Oh, this your team, right? Oh, yeah, we gotta fuck this boy season up. Yeah. That's how you start, man.
Throwing to start here is Tua. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
It's Madden 27 rosters right now, boys. Thus far, all the moves thus far that happened in real life.
Season throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way. One for one, a lot more to go.
Boys got Tour. Tour. Yeah. In real life, they got him. In real life, they got him.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And down
Yeah, he put them in real life. Miami just giving up on all they niggas, right? Tua, Tyreek.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Pretty nice gain on this.
He's gonna be out next year on Madden 27. Madden 27, he's not gonna be on Madden. He's not gonna be on Madden 27. He's gonna be hurt. Cause remember he got hurt. So they're going to have him out for the year on Madden 27.
He got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
The 49ers got Mike Evans from the Buccaneers.
He's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes
off. In real life. No, in real life, too. He went to in real life.
This is shaping up to be a really nice looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive?
Got all the draft picks on this shit too, this shit. That's why I would have been mad we would have had to start a new one because I didn't. Cause bro, I didn't get this from. I didn't make this, bro. I got this from somebody. So it would have been like, damn. Oh, that was a nice try. That was a nice throw to try though. Damn. The defender had to die for that bitch. Yeah, from Tampa. Yeah, might get a ring.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Oh my God, is he? And they had just lost that one dude. Remember they lost one of them receivers. Oh, Debo. They lost Debo. Remember they lost Debo last year? So Washington.
They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the Falcons are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Tua sets up to pass it. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
Tua.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener.
That boy Tua.
A long opening drive, but a very
Hot
successful
Tua.
opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows.
He look good in that Atlanta uniform, too.
Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you know,
oh, what the fuck?
But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter.
What's up with the kicking?
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Huh? Yo, what the fuck happened with the kicking? I don't know. This ball. Yeah. That shit different. This shit different, right?
Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone.
Nah. It wasn't like this last game.
And they'll move it up to the 40.
Jaguar game wasn't doing that. Oh yeah, you ain't kick yet. Yeah, you ain't kick yet. I probably hit something switching to that by accident.
He's back to throw here to start the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Oh, so you experienced the network issues. Oh.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line. Mayfield. He's into space past the 25. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First and 10 at the 22-yard line. On first and 10, here's Irving. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 2 yards to go, second down. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. Here's Mayfield. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
You said what? Nigga, Baker is the best nigga they got.
And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it as we resume action. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first.
You see the kicking, right? It's different from last game, right? I probably did that by accident. My fault. I'm going to change this. It ain't going to be like that last game. It ain't going to be that next game. Man, you stay diving early. That'd be some lucky ass shit, bro. It was already on the ground. I be seeing you diving, man. I be stopping right, let you dive right by.
On play action, here's Tua. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Fresh start for Tua, man. New city. Miami is toxic, man. It's toxic out there, man. Come to Atlanta, man. It's wholesome in Atlanta, man.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua.
Oh, get the fucking block, bro. Damn. Oh, that's Villa. That's Vita Villa. That boy ain't no joke. Vita Villa. That nigga don't wear no gloves.
You're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That ball is caught. It's London.
This nigga Tua, man. This shit is easy.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
I nigga winging that bitch. Tua just be getting hurt too much. He just keep getting head injuries. It ain't never the talent. It's just he just keep fucking not a slide. I'm gonna slide. Oh. I don't know what the fuck I did. Look at shit. Just gotta score touchdowns. Fuck it, no kicking. Get in the end zone.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Oh my gosh. A flag. Oh.
And that means he'll move the ball out to
oh, that's gonna be an issue. Oh shit. Oh my god, bro. They're not even letting me kick it. I don't understand. Shit.
Throwing, Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Irving will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield now. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otten, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
this one. Tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll try and do this himself. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Once again, it's Irvin. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Play fake. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take a 17-14
Too much pressure.
lead.
Too much pressure.
The defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on.
You work too hard to come away with nothing.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
It's my dumb out. I did something. I clicked something. I probably flicked it by accident and put it, switched it to the other man thing, man. My bad, bro. It's fucking with me too.
And it's every
Damn.
guy's nightmare.
It ain't gonna be like that no more, I
You don't
promise.
see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gain of 6. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. Now it's Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Fork's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
Got a shootout on our hands, folks.
2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield to throw it. They'll find McMillan here. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving to about the 26 here.
Accepted a positive run for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, 26 yards. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Good play. You seen it. I should have threw it quicker. I shouldn't have did the whole letting the running back. I should have just threw it right away because you was late. Damn, I went through the motions. I shouldn't have went through the motions. You recognized as soon as you seen me try to hand it off. You knew it, yeah. You knew it. I took too long. I took too long. I was driving. Oh my God, I was driving. I might go with Atlanta, man. I'm serious. I'm going with. I might fuck around and go with Atlanta. If I don't got my team by week 4, I'm going with Atlanta. I don't give a fuck. I know we give these niggas problems. I was lucky.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. This pass is caught by London. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
21 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Tua sets up to pass it. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there. forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield on play action. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, it's Gainwell. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Hurry! Run. What's up?
Mayfield. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He's got his man London right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
And there's a short one taken in by
Yo, next game, make sure your kicking shit is on classic.
And it'll be 2nd down.
and there wasn't much room for the
Same one we had it on last game.
But at least he was able
On it for the next
to make a
game.
solid game to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Buccaneers first down.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Again, a run with Gainwell. Down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Point it right.
Mayfield off the play fake. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Pick Chicago next game, you heard?
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 4.
Go win, go win, go win, go win.
10 here. Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
I missed fucking field goals, man. It would have been a 3-point game.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That is intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing Tua. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. On for the extra extra point is Folk. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
What a game, brother. May the best man win.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Baker. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Here's 2nd down. They run behind center with Gainwell.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Mayfield to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Mayfield. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Mayfield to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Now Tua. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Muscles him off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And this is a touchdown.
Oh, my God. What a win. Oh, no, I get another chance. I get another chance. I forgot. New rules.
Touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. What can Mayfield do here in the OT? This ball complete to Durham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Mayfield down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's taken down inside the 30.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's Tucker. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They run. It's Tucker. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A touchdown run there for
You ain't get the win. You ain't get the win. No win.
But it turned into an exceptional run.
There ain't no win. Though you better get the tie. You better not go for the win. Because you're going to lose. You better go for the tie. Go ahead. Go ahead. Super Bowl bound. You Super Bowl bound, right? Go ahead. Get the win. Yeah, you know better. You know better. Get your tie. Get your tie, nigga. Yeah. Get the tie.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
Get the tie, nigga.
And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. All right, Charles, so this offense, they need to mount something here. Time is dwindling. They can't get anything going on this drive. This one might end in the tie.
Yeah, that clock put a little extra pressure on them, right? So now, as you look at the playbook, what are you breaking out? Is there something you haven't used before? Is there something you used earlier that you can go back to? Or can one of your guys just make one of those big-time plays that decides this game?
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's number one goal is to throw that timing off.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That one deep for London. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, yeah! He's Super Bowl bound! It's over! It's over! What a game! Game of the year! Oh my God!
Touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,
what a debut for that nigga!
they needed every single one of those. It was close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because
What a day!
scoring, and it still comes down to one possession game at the end. That's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
Oh my God!
It was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
That nigga has 6